were probably angels crying everywhere and God and everybody was under attack. I didn't say anything, and they have the rudest, worst lines of questioning to try to establish mental disorders. Dude goes, you think you're a prophet of God? And I'm like, no. But when people speak passionately about God, isn't passion and prophetic kind of interchangeable words? Is that a fucking problem? Yeah, it is. Well, I think that's a shame. Now that I know what I know, it's like, well, fuck, everybody really is a prophet of God. Everybody is the god of their own little world. Everybody is supposed to be their own boss. And yeah, we're all kind of 1/8 billionth of God, you know? Who the hell are these people to use this shit against people and then attack their pituitary glands with antipsychotic medication when they start spiritually awakening? I think that's so shameful. And I think it really sucks too, because I know a lot of people that go to church on Sundays and they're in their heads and they're like, God told me this and God told me that and Jesus Christ told me this and that. And all right, well, I think everybody should kind of start talking about oversouls, because who the hell are you talking to? Your oversoul is pretty much just an extension of your soul. I mean, this is actually just an extension of your oversoul. And a lot of times when people think that they're hearing messages from God, they're actually hearing good vibes from their higher self. And the fact that the people that go to church might not have diagnosed mental issues, but they think they're doing everything right, but they're hearing voices in their heads, well, that's actually no different than what these people are getting diagnosed bipolar or OCD or schizophrenic are talking about. But they're aware that they're under demonic siege and they're freaking out, and their oversoul's probably trying to help them. So then they're running around saying that they're prophets of God. Well, they're not wrong. You are God of your own world. And if these people think that they're prophets of God, that's like the least baseline question that should be getting used as a mental disorder criteria. That is absurd to me. Now, who the hell are you guys talking to? Is it your oversoul, or are you getting tricked? You know, it's not okay that all of this hypocrisy is going on, and it's definitely not okay that they're running around using, oh, you think you're a prophet of God as a diagnostic criteria. My whole life, I've been going, well, I don't know what the hell all the fighting's about. If somebody wants to praise a freaking zero bar, I guess that's kind of their choice. You know, maybe they're a little off. Maybe they're not the brightest bulb in the box. What the hell are they doing wrong to you? Now, though, that I also understand that people are vessels for good and bad, and, you know, we've all been reborn and all of these things, and they certainly never wanted anybody to come up and wake up and go, oh, all right, motherfuckers, actually, I know the truth you were trying to keep from me personally. The truth you were trying to keep from me personally is that I'm the person who was supposed to catch an actual prophet's soul named Elijah, and now on behalf of every single person in this fucking world, I'm pissed. I am so pissed that I gotta walk around here and look crazy because according to the rise of the false prophet and according to some Jewish shit that I don't understand, oh, I actually had to go through an extreme amount of trauma. This is traumatizing. This sucks. But what can you do but to stay in good spirits? But I'm fucking mad. I'm so pissed. What the hell are they gonna say when Enoch's vessel comes out of the woodwork, or when somebody else's something comes out of the woodwork? This is biblical time shit. There's a reason there's parts of our brain that haven't been activated since biblical times now being activated, and it's called the Great Awakening. It's called they try to tell us we only have up to 10% use of our brain. Get the fuck out of here. That's just what you want us to be kept at. When you wake up, it feels like Inception without the glitz and the glamour. It feels like, holy shit. This is why everybody's fucked up on pills, and this is why everybody's screwed up on medicines, thinking that if they take these special pills, everything's going to be okay and everything's going to go good in their brain. And no, that's not how it goes. It's literally just having full control of your mind and understanding of your past and understanding of the world the way it is. And I'm mad. I've definitely not seen anybody Christ conscious wise. I've never seen anybody dissect Elijah. And I'm actually really glad, because if somebody would try to say that he wasn't real, or if somebody would try to say that he wasn't honorable and didn't have some kind of a foot in a spiritual battle and didn't care about mothers and their children, and, you know, maybe if this all doesn't make that much not a sense, makes sense to me. Makes everything I've ever gone through, it makes the horrific fight of getting out of my head makes so much sense. Literally. And yeah, I mean, I feel very defensive of where I'm at. I'm definitely not ever going to come down or back off of it. It's a shame. It's not like I knew. It's not like anybody knows what the hell they're in for when they're born here. That freaking veil is some shit. These monsters running this place are really some shit. And we've all been entrapped. I was literally on trial for entrapment. I've been entrapped in fake real life, let alone real life, and freaking figured it out. So many people wake up and figure this shit out. And now, on behalf of everybody, I'm pissed. I can't believe the lies, and I can't believe what's happened here. This is a mess. This is literally a mess. And it totally makes sense for me that I would lose my shit, that God and every single person in this world were under attack, and lo and behold, I go through my super hard part of the spiritual ascension, and it's like, oh, my job is Elijah's job, and Elijah's job is my job, and that's what I've been going through my whole life, and that's what I've been prepping up for, and that's why I guess you learn whenever you go through this stuff that your family members didn't name you. Like, you picked your name before you were born, and you picked your family before you're born. And I said my sister named me, so obviously something put that in her head. But I never liked my name. I hate my name. It's Kelly. I don't look like a Kelly. I never understood it, and I never liked it, but it makes sense now. Kelly means warrior. Indigos are warriors. Elijah is certainly a warrior. It's just a bunch of Russian dolls that totally make sense to me, and I'm so upset that I have to look freaking crazy, because it's just who I was supposed to wake up and be. That's just what I was supposed to wake up and do. It's the worst. If everybody would just start talking about love, we could all hash this shit out real quick. If you don't think we're living in a simulation, why don't everybody mass wake up together and see what the hell they've done? Keep voting in these idiots. Keep playing these political games with no spiritual freaking battleground knowledge and no cosmic knowledge. I see a bunch of people pushing for marriage. Why are we pushing for marriage? because that's what God wants, is everybody to be married, but we're not pushing spiritual knowledge first. I was dating somebody and I woke up and I'm looking around and I'm like, uh-oh. I don't know if my soul has ever came across your soul before in any life. And with my new eyes, and I can kind of look in eyes and see things differently now. I mean, that's the kind of shit you have to prepare for. If you don't have any spiritual knowledge and you go down these spiritual rabbit holes and then you wake up and you find yourself woke up, is it cheaper to keep her, or you want to get the hell away? I mean, it's a totally different mindset. It's totally different knowledge and vibes, and I think we should be pushing for spiritual knowledge before we're pushing for freaking marriages. Already more than half of them fail. Why do they keep failing? Well, probably because nobody's talking about spiritual aspects and nobody's trusting their intuition. These women are stuck with these terrible guys and they're just not able to trust their intuition, and then they can't afford to live on their own, and this is a shame. Women and minorities have been held down for reasons, and the spiritual aspects make them make sense. And then it's extra annoying because then it's like, oh, we're all just a bunch of balls of energy and who cares about race? It sucks.